And a lot of drama happened that day.
Problem with IPLB.
Why most people are saying that he was teaching most people how the law is. Some other people said he was making a hell of noise during that day. We would like, because we saw you, that they would like you to tell us what all the drama is all about.
Conspiracy.
Well, the man call it a drama, so to speak. Of course, you and I know that he has his critics out there. So no matter what he does, they will always talk ill of him. You know, but let me set this narrative right.
Emmanuel Kanu.
Binta Inyako recused herself from my brother's case. And soon after that thing took place, we were able to get the CTC, certified true copy of that judgment, okay, against the woman. Now, we were surprised. We were asked to come to the court all of a sudden on the 10th. We had a meeting. We said, okay, why won't we go to the court? Perhaps there's a change of plan. Upon arriving in court, lo and behold, Binta Inyako was in court. We were like, what's going on? You've recused yourself. What do you have to do with this case? Is there any interest? So we're trying to put one on one together. So after a long while, she, of course, introduced the case. A woman of the prosecutor took over and blah, blah, blah.
What is going on?
Hello, Ejimako, the lead counsel of my lord. Still and say, my lord, why are we in this court? What exactly are we doing here? Of course, you've recused yourself. So why? What are you doing? The woman said, no. What happened was that the case file was returned to chief judge. And through a memo, it was reassigned to her.
Where do you go from here?
It's not done anywhere. The only thing that can set aside the order of the court is the appeal court. Do you understand? So, of course, you know, Mazi Nnmadi Kanu, you know, he's well versatile with the law. He took it up from there and was teaching them what the law says. It doesn't imply that. He narrated the law both to the judge and to the prosecution team. So, at the point, of course, he had to raise his voice. You know, making sure that whatever he says, you know, gets to them. That was all that happened in the court. It wasn't a drama per se, but he said, look, you have recused yourself and you stand to be recused. So, what interest do you have over this case? This is the question everybody's asking. So what is your interest over this case? The whole thing has gone to rubbish the entire judicial system of Nigeria. It has become something of mockery today. So the argument is simple. As long as you remain recused, there is no way you can come back to that same case. So we saw it as a grand conspiracy through the chief judge, which is John Soho. Let me remind you something. 2016, in Federal High Court Abuja, when Soho was...
He sat his governors to go there and
tell my brother's case, so to speak. My brother accused him of bias. He recused himself. He made no attempt to come back to that matter. So how come this one is completely strange and different from other cases we've ever seen? Why are you insisting that Binta Inyako must, handle this case? What is the interest? Make no mistake, from the findings we've made, he was in Lagos when my brother was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria. It was Malamide and the Attorney General of the Federation that asked him to come over to Abuja to take care of this case. Do you understand? Then automatically the case was assigned to Binta Inyako. So you can see, coming from Malami to John Soho,
of course,
and now to Binta Inyako, you can see that conspiracy to know these people. So the whole idea is to have Mazi Nnmadi Kanu put to jail. Then after we can now ask for presidential pardon. But it's impossible. He has committed no crime up until today. We even went as far as asking for bail for prima facie. They were unable to produce evidence before the court. All they wanted was to bring all the security agents, come and testify, whatever he says stands. But with Mazi Nnmadi Kanu, it's not going to work. Things must be done and must be seen to be done right. That is where we are today.
Now, sir, we also have some other questions to ask you. Last time, in a media chat with the governor of Abia State, there's a question that was thrown to him about how far has he gone to make sure Mazi Nnmadi Kanu is out from detention. His answer is he is doing a background work to make sure he will be back. So let me go back to you and what's the relationship with the family and the governor of Abia State? How far has he tried to make sure that your brother is out? Secondly is, The Southeast governors, what have they done
for them
to make sure, or to hear from your brother, or to make sure that your brother is out for detention?
Well, it's a very good question to ask. From what I know, from 2017 up until today, I'm not sure they have done enough. Or should I say they have done absolutely nothing to secure the release of Mazi Nnmadi Kanu. The big question is this. Since 2021 up until today,
why support?
The Southeast Governors Forum as a body is yet to meet with Mr. President. Why is it taking longer than necessary? The case of Igboho was something completely different. You saw the Yoruba elite, all the politicians, all of them went to Benin Republic to make sure they secure the release of Sunday Igboho. How come in the case of Mazi Nnmadi Kanu, the governors are completely silent? Like I've said, they are complicit in what is happening. Either they are beneficiaries of insecurity, because if through the one piece in Alibo, by now they would have done something.
Because
I repeat, why have they not
it's not too much
been to see Mr. President up until today? What are they afraid of? I've listened to some of the things they are saying, because some of them said they're elected leaders, so to speak. Nnamdi Kanu is elected. So when it comes out, what's going to happen? They are more concerned with his post release more than anything. They're not even worried about Alibo to be secured. But like I've said, Nnamdi Kanu meant well for everybody. Begin to look at the issues that are germane Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raised. Until that is done, I don't see us going anywhere.
What are the issues?
You mean the what?
They are simple. He said they should revive all the moribund industries. He talked about good health system. He talked about dredging the River Niger. He talked about allowing Enugu to function as a full international airport. He talked about Akwa Ibom Seaport and the airport. Talked about the Iguacha, which is present day Port Harcourt, seaport and that of international airport. He talked about Samambakwe Airport, to be allowed to function as a full cargo international airport. These are his demands. There was no Biafra mentioned in it. Now let me put this to you. The only functional seaport today, so to speak, is in Lagos. Now I'm an Igbo man. I'm in the southeast of Nigeria. Now perhaps I have a goods to clear in Lagos. I have to pay transport from here to go to Lagos to go and clear the goods. On my way coming, I have to settle all the security agents on the road until I get to Alibo. What would that cost? Causing inflation. Whereas from here to Port Harcourt will take me like less than an hour to go and bring my goods. Whereas from Lagos takes almost 12 hours. Taking all the risks while coming back. So they know this is economic strangulation. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing to suppress Ndibo as it is. Now, even while he was talking about seaport, to allow them to function to its capacity, what did they do? They went to the north and opened dry seaport in the north. Have you forgotten that happened in Nigeria? Is it of any help to anybody? The answer is no. So they know the right thing to do. Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for much. He's not asking for much. He wants the good of our people. It's as simple as that.
Okay, down to Southeast. Insecurity in Southeast. Most people have been saying the detention of your elder brother, releasing him will make Southeast to be secured. For people to know who has been committing offense. On the media, most of the parades from the army and the police shows that most of those crimes were IPOBs and ESN. So what's your take on that? Are they your members?
Well, the bitter truth is this. The government of the day is doing whatever they can possible to criminalize IPOB movement. You and I know that ESN was designed to man our boundaries in our forest against the invading terrorist. You hardly see ESN on the road. So IPOB per se has become a huge merchandise for a lot of people. So you can go anywhere as a criminal, create your own camp, start kidnapping people. And before you know it, they said it's IPOB. So whatever happens in Alibo is IPOB. Even if you slap your wife now, you are an IPOB member. So that's the way it is. That is the narrative in Alibo. But we know the truth. Now, the only way, the fastest means in which you can stop all this evil going around Alibo is to have Mazi Nnmadi Kanu released. They will be able to identify those criminals where they are. Because as long as he's in detention, make no mistake, people will keep stealing, they will keep maiming and killing, and organ harvesting as well. You know what? People come from all over Nigeria, even outside Nigeria, down to southeast to kill and to do organ harvesting. But at the end of the day, they tag IPOB. Now look at the businessman in Anambra State that was caught by the so-called security agent. They told the man if he refuses to settle them, that they will tag him an IPOB member. So this is how bad it is in Alibo. So they are doing whatever they can to suppress IPOB. But it's impossible. It is extremely impossible because we understand the vision of IPOB. Of course, we're not criminals and we cannot be. Like Mazi Nnmadi Kanu has always said. He said, I don't give life, I cannot take life. It's as simple as that. So, if they are not benefiting from insecurity, I repeat, by the power that be, particularly the Southeast governors, if they are not benefiting from insecurity, believe you me, they would have done something differently. Abacha once said, I'm sorry to quote this, that if insecurity lasts more than 24 hours, the government is involved in it. So, somebody somewhere is fighting hard to make sure they will rubbish the name of IPOB. That's what they're doing. They see IPOB as their biggest threat. You know, Chidera is the end. So it doesn't matter your level of effort to rubbish IPOB will not work. So what is happening today in Alibo, as long as you're a man, as long as you remain a criminal, a kidnapper, all you need to do is to go somewhere in the bush, open your own camp with Biafran flag, and then, you become an IPOB member. So whatever happens is IPOB. Even the security agents themselves, they are busy creating fake camps, tagging it IPOB camps, just to make sure they keep IPOB down. That is exactly what is happening.
All right, recently the Deputy Speaker of the House of Rep, Right Honorable Benjamin Carlo, during the meeting of this new creation of Southeast Development Commission, after their meeting,